So I'm in Captain Xavier's workshop, or Chaylo as I call him, and you'll notice the shelf behind me is pretty empty. That's because we just got back from a war. We're hurt, tired, but it was a ton of fun. This is an abandoned military bunker. It doesn't really get any cooler than that. And I'm filming this video a little bit early because Chaylo had a commission to build possibly the coolest thing ever, and he did it in the best possible way ever. It beats out pretty much anything I've ever seen. And I know there's going to be some fans out there for this one, because if you've ever seen Bobololo's Fenrir or Coop's Dahmer, you know exactly where this thing is going. This is a monstrosity, but it is amazing. I am this excited about holding this thing, and I'm running on like 4 hours of sleep over the last 48 hours, and that includes the hour-long car nap to get this far. What the heck is this thing? Well, it's obviously two Swarmfires bolted to something with an integrated under-mounted Titan tank with a bike pump behind a pretty average-looking, well-painted crossbolt. But unlike Coop's Dahmer or Bobololo's Fenrir, this thing can be removed. Now, this has its own buttons on this thing for, you know, firing the Titan and then, of course, firing the Swarmfires, but it can be connected like this and using this wire right here plugged into the side, and that lets you control the Swarmfires with this little trigger down here on the crossbolts. And, well, it kind of looks like this. There we go. Yeah. And then it's got a Titan, because everything Chaylo makes has to have a Titan on it. And pump that up a couple times and pull the trigger. It's gonna fire a mega like nobody's business and make Brett flinch like a little girl. Trust me, we're all a little bit tired right now, and yet I'm still this excited to hold this thing because not only is it super comfortable, but it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You can add this jack into pretty much any blaster you want, or you can just use the thing independently and attach it to whatever blaster you want. Modulus has nothing on what Chaylo is capable of producing. And if I remember correctly, this wasn't exactly how the person wanted this done, right? You just came up with this idea.
Yeah, they originally wanted, I used a long shot front gun to create the modular barrel.
They wanted a long strike barrel, right?
But no, they wanted a rapid strike barrel.
That's right, yeah.
Integrated in, but there wouldn't have been enough room for two Swarmfires on the front of that.
And they didn't want the whole disconnect with the trigger and everything like that. No. But, you know, they
I think they're gonna like it.
They paid enough money that he did it anyway, and holy crap.
They actually got a discount because the front gun was cheaper than buying a rapid strike.
No kidding, yeah. I can't even begin. I mean, I've already ended it. This is what this thing is. So if you want the Dahmer or the Fenrir, you don't have to build an entire blaster around it. You know, you could just have a barrel attachment Swarmfire with a Titan, and it is one of the cleanest looking things I have ever laid eyes on. You can't tell, I mean, there's no bare epoxy buddy, there is no cuts,
in that blaster.
no nothing on this thing. It is one piece of solid foam destruction. It will spray 40 darts out of these barrels without a second's rest, and then you get the Titan to go with it for your long range option. And again, as long as your rifle can handle it, I'm sure this thing would feel right at home on the front of a Raven. Then you have a lot to work with. This is probably the coolest thing of yours in your build. Iron's pretty cool. I may not be the biggest fan of it, but this is like Hasbro, make this Modulus line. People will pay $50, $60 for something like this. That is incredible. Of course, this is all Captain Xavier's design. This is all Captain Xavier's work. And at the time of me uploading this video, if you go straight to his channel, he'll have a video on it with a lot more technical know-how on how he built this thing than I do. I'm just a schmuck with a chubby little face standing in front of you, showing something and gushing about it. I like the crossbolt a lot, but honestly, it's absolutely nothing compared to what this thing on the front is. Holy crap. HVZers everywhere. I think you're going to want one of these. Unfortunately, Chaylo might be a little backed up, so you might want to, you know, cough up some money and start contacting the man. What do you think about this? Let me know down in the comment box below. I'd love to hear your opinion, because this is pure insanity. Have I said that enough yet? I don't think I've said that enough yet.
I said to the kid when he said, here's what I think you should make. And I'm like, I might be able to make that. And then 2 days later, his mother goes, how much money? I'm like, this much. And she goes, here's the cash.
I wish all commissions worked that way, but the only commission requests I get are from kids like, can you do this impossible feat for $12 and a recon? I never get the good ones, so good on you. At least you're doing some good in the hobby and making some things we've never seen before and doing your own spin on things we have that were boring. And now you have this. Holy crackers. Then you can hit that like button. I'm not going to let you hit the dislike button. You're not allowed to do that, because this is way too cool. And make sure you check out Captain Xavier's channel. There will be multiple cards and in the description box. I need to sleep, but I had to get this out of my system. I'm Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one. I had darts left.